Hello, how's it going? And welcome to day 20 of 100. We've officially made it to the 20% milestone. Pretty exciting stuff. 80 more days to go. It may seem like quite a bit, but I feel we've also come so far. I wonder actually how far we're going to get through the free code camp section. I know that JavaScript is quite intensive, and we shouldn't compare it to the HTML stuff that I did in 10 days. Yeah, depending on how far we get through the JavaScript stuff. I mean, we're almost... Is this going to put us halfway in? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. So after we get this done, we're going to be halfway in, which is pretty exciting. And then we're going to have the projects right at the end, then we're going to do the front-end dev stuff, which is basically just libraries that should essentially take what we've, what we know, the knowledge that we know, and just make it a bit easier for us. The data visualization could be interesting. I know Christopher has struggled with it, and if that amazing individual has struggled, I think we're going to struggle as well. I'm excited for this. This is the number one thing. I've always wanted to work with APIs, so I can't wait for that. So yeah, I think we could do this in 100 days. Let's try to push. Let's try to make that like a goal without burning ourselves out, without me burning myself out. Though probably the journey along with this could burn you out, depending on yeah, just how much we have. So let's jump straight back into this. I hope I can finish this tonight. That would be really nice. So yeah, let me stick that over there. Cool. So what are we doing? Combine arrays with the spread operator. Another huge advantage of the spread operator is the ability to combine arrays, or to insert all the elements of one array into another at any index. With more traditional syntaxes, we can concatenate arrays, but this only allows us to combine arrays at the end of one and at the start of another. Spread syntax makes the following operation extremely simple. So let this array sage, rosemary, parsley, and thyme. Let that array basil, cilantro. Oh, so we're going to put sage, rosemary, parsley, and thyme in the middle there. Well, almost in the middle, before coriander. So now we get basil, cilantro, yeah, sage, rosemary, parsley. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, it would have been more complex and verbose had we used traditional methods. Yeah, ES6 definitely spoils us, doesn't it? That's really awesome. Get a... There we are. We have defined a function spreadout that returns the variable sentence. Modify the function using the spread operator so that it returns the array. Learning to code is fun. Oh, okay, okay. I get what you want me to do. It's a sentence, right? Spread. We're gonna have to spread. So let's just do fragment. I just want to see something quick. Can I literally just do learning? Can I do it like this? I'm curious. Learning and then to code is and then fun. Can I literally do that? Will that work? Nice. Pretty easy. Check for the presence of an element with index of. Ooh. Since arrays can be changed or mutated at any time, there's no guarantee about where a particular piece of data will be on a given array, or if that element even still exists. Luckily, JavaScript provides us with another built-in method, indexOf, that allows us to quickly and easily check for the presence of an element on an array. IndexOf takes an element as a parameter, and when called, it returns the position or index of that element, or -1 if the element does not exist on the array. H3, yay! How's it going, buddy? Have you had any chocolates? Have you been feasting on chocolates? I feel that I'm a bit starved for them. I need to get my chocolate game up. How are you doing? This is what I'm building now to practice a bit. Oh, you sent a link. I didn't see the link. Sorry, hold on. Let us check that out. Am I still on 150% zoom? Yes, I am. That looks cool. I like how it's like really clean. I like that, and the background behind is really awesome. Got like a nice faded effect. I like that, and look at the shadows on that. Really nice detail. Wow. That's really awesome, dude. I love the little VS there at the bottom. Steam, you got all the essentials that you need. Huh. I started making it an hour ago. I figured out to make it the same, but I have issues when resizing with icons and position absolute. Yeah, I guess you gotta play around with that. I'll figure out what works, and the best way is like testing. If one way doesn't work, go find another way. There's like so many ways. But I'm thankfully staying away from CSS for a bit. I'm glad to be in JavaScript, like in my element. Makes more sense to me. That's really awesome. Also, I love how clean, just in general, your browser tab is and everything. Like mine is just a mess. That looks cool. Everything is clean. Lovely. This is how I made it for now. Hold on. Oh, why'd I close the other one? Okay, yeah, this pretty much like similar. You obviously got the boxes there, I guess, to help you visualize where things are, huh? I should probably do borders instead of like background fills. That just makes so much more sense when you do it with borders. That's really cool, dude. Nice. I like it. Well done. And it hopefully like teaches you the things that you need and figure it out. Best way is just like break something apart and see how it works. I'm loving this so far. So much issues placing boxes like that? Yeah, I can imagine. But you're making progress at least, that's good. I can't wait to see like what's gonna happen for both of us at the end of this. So like in 80 days from now, how far do you think I'm gonna get? And like just imagine if you've come this far in like the short time that I've known you. That's like 4 times that before we're done with this challenge, so that's exciting. Well, see, you're making progress. This is really awesome. Ah, what do I have to do here? You learn JS for me as well? Well, that's a plan. If you need help, I can easily help you out. And you learn CSS for me, okay? Don't skimp now, I want you to know everything. So like when I want something done, you're just gonna know how. So index of can be incredibly... How does it work? So there's an array of items. Index of dates. Oh! That is so cool! So you pass index of dates, but because dates doesn't exist in this array, you get -1. And then index of oranges, you can know exactly where it exists. So instead of counting 0, 1, 2, you just do index of, like tell it, hey, find my oranges. Yo bro, they're at index 2. I got you. Yo, that is so cool. And if you got multiples, it finds the first occurrence of that. That's cool. I made other projects for SideNav. Nice. So index of can be incredibly useful for quickly checking the presence of an element on an array. We have defined a function quickCheck that takes an array and an element as an argument. Modify the function using index of so that it returns true if the passed element exists on the array and false if it does not. I want to actually add this to my notes because this is something I want to remember. Is it index of the O is capital, isn't it? Where am I? No, lowercase I. Yeah, capital O. That's the method. And you got another link for me. Let's check the link out. Hey! I see you took some influence from my design. It's all good, it's all good. I took your icons and your menu and you took my design idea. I like that though, seriously, that's really cool. Having your name there, web developer, that looks sleek. Wish it worked. Is this why you've come here? Are you just like, hey Dad, what's up man? I got a little problem. Think you can help me? Hey, here's a link. If you want to help a brother out. Virani, hey. Oh. Sorry, your message got lost in H3. I should find a way to like... I am using a... How can I show you? I have this little chat thing. I'm gonna see if this works. I have this chat thing on my desktop so it overlays on everything. How can I show this to you? I guess if I save it and save it under capture and then go here and stick it there. There you go. Can you see this? Yeah, you can, can't you? So like I have this overlaid on my desktop so I can always see the chat because the other thing that I had just never worked and chat never worked. And as you can see, there's no difference between you and H3. Like it's just a wall of text and then here's your message. So I just thought it was H3 still. It just blends in. What I was saying is it'd be cool if they had alternating backgrounds or whatever. I mean, I can have it in a boxed way, but this way it just overlays over anything. But I guess I gotta focus more on the alias, huh? So yeah, no ignoring you. What I use for an overlay? I use... what do I use? Sorry, it's been a long day. I wish I could tell you. Oh, Restream. So Restream has a desktop chat and I've customized that with a bit of CSS to remove the background so I can overlay it basically even if I'm in a game. I have a dual monitor setup, but I don't want the text to be on... I mean, I could technically have it on my monitor because you guys won't see it, but I have it on my other monitor and I can have a browser open where I reference stuff and then the chat just overlays on that. Does it work in games? Yeah, it does. That's exactly the reason why I put so much effort into setting it up and all that. It takes a bit of setting up, but once you get that done, it works. And then you can do it on a single monitor, because as you guys know, if you don't have a dual monitor, it's kind of hard watching chat and playing a game. So you just overlay it in your game. There's like tweaks that you have to work on. You might have to use DXWin to force the game to run into borderless full screen, because full screen mode obviously has issues. Sometimes your chat will hide if if you alt tab. It's complicated. I know, but if you set it up right, it's amazing. Yeah, it works on a single monitor. So you can tell your friend, just check out Restream Chat. It's the desktop application. I don't know if you can still find it, because they want you to use the web app, but I use the desktop app. And then you can move it everywhere. And it's really cool. But yeah, anyway, back onto the stream. Go get pissed off by setting it up. This was really cool. I just learned of index of now. It's really cool. Ooh, I got some mini eggs. My bestie is amazing. I got like these mini egg chocolate thingies. Oh, yes. Chocolate. So good. Bet you guys wish you had some now. So what do we need to do here? Can be incredibly useful for checking for the presence of an element on an array. We have defined a function quick check. Modify the function using index of so that it returns true if the pass element exists on the array. So if hold on. Wait. Oh, okay, I got you. Array dot, why don't I say type of? Index of elem. No? You don't like that? Index of elem. Why not? Do you want me to do a while loop? Oh, how else is it gonna get it? Wait, no. It takes the entire array. That's the whole point of why you have index of, so you don't need to do a silly while loop. We're supposed to pass the array, then we do index of, and then what we're looking for. Why is that not working? Oh, wait, what is elem? What the hell is elem? What are you passing? Quick check. Oh, we're looking for mushrooms. Wait. Anyway. Index of is good, but only if you need the first index at which elements exist in an array. I think you need tweaks with redxb or something to make it work for every occurrence. It will be a number, yes, but it returns a number. You need to save it or use it somewhere. Oh, does it use an... Oh, right, it does. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So we need to do if... oh. I guess I could do this in an entire if statement. Unless you could think... unless you could think of a neater way of me doing this. Let me know. But first let me do it, and then you can decide. So if array.index element of, oh wait, hold on, greater than 0, because -1, wait, no, greater than or equal to, because 0 is valid. So if it's greater than or equal to 1, it does exist, then return, you want me to return true. And false if it does not. Okay, else return false. There you go. Run tests. Bob is your uncle. I think I earned a Smarties mini egg. You can use ternary. Oh yeah, I need to be using that. Screw if, right? I'm not going to look at your example unless I get stuck. Let me see if I can write it in ternary. How does it work again? We still have the if. Wait, that's not how ternary works. Ternary replaces if. So it was a condition, ask the condition, then your statement if true and statement if false. So it's ask the question. What is the question we're asking? It's array.index of elem greater than or equal to 0. Ask the question. And then if it's true, return true, return false. Hold on. Am I missing something? Oh, wait, hold on. Return true. I think it's that. What am I trying to do now? Condition. It's supposed to be the condition. Oh, wait. True. False. The return is the initial one. You're still gonna return. Return. Then the... Oh, I'm missing brackets. It's the same as the if. I've got to remember that. So I'm missing brackets, but... Hold on. Sorry, I'm purposefully avoiding chat because I really want to figure this on my own. That's the question. Oh, because you don't need this after the first question. It's after the second question. There you go. Question. That's confusing. I haven't used ternary besides the first time that it was like explained. So return, that is the condition, ask it the question, and straight afterwards value if true, value if false. In this case it's true, false. So that means then I replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code with a single line of code that should do the exact same thing. And does it work? It works. Now I can look at chat. Returns a number, you can use ternary, or not ternary, just the return. Use ternary if you need a return. First is wrong, you can read the last statement. Yes, now read my message. So array index of elem greater than equal to 0 is the same as array.index of elem greater than 0. How is that different? You just remove the equal to. Greater than 0. Did you literally just move the greater than 0? You mistyped. What does that mean? As in, ignore it because you're wrong. That's not a mistype if you're wrong, you know that, right? Oh, array.index of elem greater than equal to 0. No need for... Oh, do you mean it's going to return true or false either way? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, but in another example... But in another example, we would want actual values. Yeah. But if we were working with the Boolean, then we would actually want values, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I've got to remember that. Is it a ternary that always evaluates to a Boolean? I had no idea that's its default, because the if doesn't evaluate, does it? If you have an if statement and you give it the condition, then you return, and you just have a single return, will it return true or false? Oh, it's the condition. It's a condition that's true or false, not the ternary. It's a condition that makes it. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Well, that was nice. Iterate through all an array's items using for loops. We know about this. Sometimes when working with arrays, it is very handy to be able to iterate through each item to find one or more elements that we might need, or to manipulate an array based on which data items meet a certain set of criteria. JavaScript offers several built-in methods that each iterate over arrays in slightly different ways to achieve different results, such as every, for each, and map. Okay, I barely know about map, haven't heard of every. Heard of for each, never worked with it. However, the technique which is most flexible and offers us the greatest amount of control is a simple for loop. Consider the following. Virani, do you know you can evaluate expression as a boolean with the exclamation or double exclamation question? Really? No. I don't know about that. Oh, by the way, I loved your pictures that you shared on Twitter. It was absolutely beautiful. I would say, you know, you've got talent, but I'm pretty sure it's the camera. But they're beautiful. It was really cool of you to share that along your journey. I was wondering where you were. I was starting to miss you. Just a little bit. I had no one to davai. So I was quite lonely. So there's a concept of truthiness and falsiness. Yeah, I've heard of that. I'm going to come back to that. So using a for loop, this function iterates through and accesses each element of the array and subjects it to a simple test that we have created. In this way, we have easily and programmatically determined which data items are greater than 10 and return a new array containing those items. So greater than 10, let new array be a blank array, let I equal to 0, I less than array.length, I++, if array I greater than 10, if array. Oh, we want all the numbers that are greater than 10, right. New array.push array, whatever that is, return new array. We have defined a function, filtered array, which takes array. Hold on, before I do. Okay, you'll explain a bit later. Okay, cool. We have defined a function, filtered array, which takes array, a nested array, and elem as arguments, and returns a new array. Elem just returns a new array, that's it. Elem represents an element that may or may not be present on one or more of the arrays nested within array. Modify the function using a for loop to return a filtered version of the passed array so that any array nested within array, or ARR, containing elem has been removed. Phew, okay. So double exclamations is converting something into a boolean, same as boolean object.keys, and then right. So when using it with object, it will turn empty object into false, or if there are keys, true. Okay. Why do you have the ... after keys? That looks like the spread operator, but you got it the wrong way. Is that just an example? Okay, just an example. So I know going not object.keys will say if it's not, but what does the double imply? Are you converting it? I don't understand like why you would convert it. That's interesting. I just don't get it yet. Is this going to be covered later on? It's just an example. If you need it to be Boolean but don't need to reverse it. Wait, so if I'm doing a check, if, so this means if not hello, right? So you saying I can double it, so the double means if hello. But then why would you have the double? You'll just go if hello. Oh, if it's not a Boolean already. So if hello is like a string, Bob, and I go now Bob is true, but it doesn't change the type or the value of Bob, right? Or sorry, of hello. Hello doesn't become true in the data that you've entered. It doesn't change it, or what's the correct term? It doesn't mutate it, right? So how would I use this in an actual thing? Oh! So if not hello, because it's not a Boolean, now I made it a Boolean? So did I set it to true, or did I set it to false? Is the double setting it to true? So double is true, one is false. That's weird. I'm sure there's a use for it. That's just weird. Weird but interesting. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, let's move on. So we have defined a function filtered array, which takes array, nested array, and elements as argument, returns. What do you want me to do? Modify the function using a for loop. So let's get the for loop going. So we usually initialize like I equal to 0, I less than array.length, I plus plus. I mean, that's like what, a basic loop. Filtered version of the parsed array such that any array nested within array containing element has been removed. How do you do that if it's nested? Is this to do with index of? You're looking for 3. I'm looking at these examples, but they don't make sense. We have defined a function which takes array, a nested array. So ARR is a nested array. And elem as arguments. And returns a new array. Elem represents an element that may or may not be present on one or more of the arrays nested within array. Modify the function using a for loop to return a filtered version of the past array such that any arrays nested within array containing elem. Oh. So if elem exists, we don't want it. Is that what we're saying? So we need array I dot index of elem. Can we just push it? And you want me to copy it to the new array? I guess we could just push it. So new array dot push array I dot index of elem. Can I get a console dot log new array? I think this needs to be it mustn't exist, not. But that's also not working for us. Haha. Interesting. It's an interesting one, huh? We're not getting any console. Beep! Let's just get like anything going. I want to see where it broke. Did I break it in the for loop? Do we ever get into the first one? We don't even get there. Do we get here? Yeah, we get there. So something broke in my for loop. What's wrong with my for loop? For I. Oh, you have to define, don't you? You have to go let I. Silly thing. You didn't have to before, now you have to. Well, I don't know how it worked for me before, but you know. Maybe let's not do it each step. Okay, we've run into a little bit of an issue. It's returning the index of. And we don't want that. Okay, I think I know what we need to do. Let's first get all of the elements. Cool. We're gonna need another if now. If I think it's not index of elem. I think it's this. So if we don't have the index, then don't push it. Or maybe it's if we do? No, that's exactly the same. What's the question again? Modify the function using a for loop to return a filtered version of the past array such that any array nested within array containing elem has been removed, meaning we don't want elem. Whatever elem is. Oh, hold on. I think it's that. If array I if array I dot index of, oh wait, if not, so array I means the first index. Let's say we got here, this is trumpets, and we're saying, hey, It's a nested array though. How do we get the second part? I'm struggling on this one. Any ideas? I think we need to use splice. Or was it slice? Let me go back to my thingy. What was splice again? Splice was... Splice with the first... You can use splice where the first parameter is the index to start from the array and the second parameter is how many elements from the index of the first parameter to remove. Yeah. So we're going to want splice. Let's try, we need to go from the end if we're going to use splice, right? So let's go I equal to I'm going to try something. New array dot length minus 1. Then change this to I greater than or equal to 0. Whoopsie. And then we're gonna, instead of plus, we're gonna go negative because we're going from the end. I think that's correct. And then we're gonna need another for loop in here to loop through the other one now. I guess j less than new array whatever the index is, I dot length and then we need to do a comparison. So if the new array at the index I, come back here, is, wait, it's both of them. I, then the, because it's nested. So ij is equal to the element, then new array dot splice I 1. And then how do we stop it? Because now, what's going to decrement I? You have to decrement I and j, because it's going to get smaller. So I minus minus, break. Let's remove this. I think I broke something somewhere now. Pretty sure I did. It's not even saying anything to me anymore. I think it's very upset with me right now. Oh dear. What did I do wrong? Let I new array dot length minus 1, I greater than or equal to I minus minus. We got if new array ij, that should be the right index, is equal to the element. It shouldn't be because of, yeah, shouldn't be because of that. New array dot splice, and if I just do a normal splice, 0, 2, no, and it's not because of this. Let's try this. If new array I is equal to the element new array dot splice I 1. Is that not going to work? Why doesn't that work? Oh, using for loops for arrays? No, this is almost a bad practice. I'm so glad that they're teaching this to us, huh? Why am I getting this wrong? Not even able to output I. I'm not even getting into the first one. Oh, okay, I see what the issue is. I think it should be array.length. If new array I is equal to the element. No. Why am I doing new array? If the array is equal to the element, can I get a console.log? Yes! If it works. I'm hopeful. If array, oh, that's capitalized as well. If array I is equal to elem under my elem. I'm so lost right now. Honestly, I'm so lost. Yeah, but they haven't taught us any of those, by the way, Virani. Unless this is another one of those things we must Google. Yeah. How can we loop from the end of array, by the way? Didn't I do it correctly? I is array.length minus 1, right? I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. Am I starting from the bottom and working my way up from the last index? This is correct, right? I'm looping from the end, right? Remove the if statement for now. Okay. Where do you want me to print to see what array I is? Okay. So saxophones 2, flutes 4, trumpets 2. We only want flutes 4 in the last case. So we don't want that, we don't want that. I don't understand what the 2 does that makes it return just flutes 4. Oh, so if it's got Peter in it, it's not going to return Peter, it's going to return that. Oh, and because these both have a 2 in it, that's why, okay. No, 2 is not the index, it's just if it even contains that element. So how do I loop through every single one? Okay, so it's nested arrays. How do I loop inside the array of an array? Do I need another for loop? I just got confused because there's 2 arrays. It's an array inside of an array, and I was comparing the first array. How do I compare the arrays inside? I'm looking for an element. Am I going to have to use 2 for loops? Do you really need? I don't know. That's like, I'm kind of... Yeah, I'm looking for an element. But the problem is... because each time that it returns array I, it's returning an array. Oh, we can do index of on it, can't we? Index of Allan. So it returns the index of. It returns a 1, a 1, a minus 1. So we want it where if it's minus 1. We want it when it's minus 1. So let's do an if. If it's minus 1, console.log. I just want to test this. Array I. Flutes 4, there we go. So what we want to do is then push it, right? So we just go new array dot push array I, if I'm not mistaken. So that works, but then why doesn't it work for this one? Why does this one do nothing? It should be exactly the same. Console.log. Let's go back to what it's logging. 1020. So we're passing this, and there's a 3, meaning we don't want the element of 3. It should return blank, because they all have 3, 3, 3, 3 in it. But we're getting a 1020. What does that mean? What do the numbers mean? 1, as in... That doesn't make sense. It worked for the previous one, Virani, but now it's not working. Or maybe it's because it needs to be less than. Less than or equal to 0, maybe? We're too restrictive? No. Why aren't these negative? Oh, because we're only checking if it doesn't exist, but if it also exists... -1 means it doesn't exist. Actually, this needs to be greater than... If it's greater than or equal to 0, that means it exists. What the hell is this? Else? Whoopsie. We don't have a console.log. I think it's blank, that's why. So that works. We got the empty array, good. But now what happens if we do this one? Oh, there we go, that was my issue. Why do you need to start from the end of an array? I don't know. So we're just gonna set this back to I equal to 0. I less than array.length, I guess, the standard. I plus plus. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yes. Just clean this up now. Wow. I was thinking of something else when I was trying to nest them. I equal to 0, I less than array. Console.log, we don't need that. Rewrite the if statement on it. index of Allan greater than equal to 0. What am I messing up now? Do we need the false part? Is that why? Can I not do this with ternary? I should be able to, right? That's the condition. If that's the question, this is what we do if it's true. New array dot push array I. So what am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. I see what the issue is. If not array index of Allan greater than equal to . So that needs to swap around. That's not logging anything. Oh, it is. Don't worry. Yeah, that's logging nothing. What am I doing wrong? Should I need a console.log for this? Oh, I would, wouldn't I? Flutes 4, there you go. What do you put here instead if I don't want a value? Because I can't leave it blank. It expects something there. No. It's weird that you can't omit it. Well, they say a nice quick single liner. That's cool. That's why you suggested to use a regular if statement. Yeah, true. But this works as well. But I'll keep that in mind for next time, where you don't need to use a ternary. Only use it if you have to. Woo! This looks complicated just by looking at it. What just happened? How did we get here? But remember, you write code not only for machines, but mostly for humans. Yeah, I'm going to keep in mind for the poor humans. And my code should be, I shouldn't need comments. It should just make sense. Absolutely. And complex ternary operators might be so smart and cool, but completely unreadable. That is true. You are absolutely right. Create complex, unless it makes sense. If it makes sense and it's understood, use ternary. If it doesn't, don't. Create complex multi-dimensional arrays. Awesome! You have just learned... How far are we? How far are we? Oh jeez. This is going way longer than I thought it would go. Create complex multi-dimensional arrays. So we've learned a ton about arrays. This has been a fairly high-level overview, and there's plenty more to learn about working with arrays, much of which you'll see in later sections. But before moving on to looking at objects, let's take one more look and see how arrays can become a bit more complex than what we have seen in previous challenges. One of the most powerful features when thinking of arrays as data structures is that arrays can contain or even be completely made up of other arrays. We have seen arrays that contain arrays in previous challenges, but fairly simple ones. However, arrays can contain an infinite depth of arrays that can contain other arrays, each with their own arbitrary levels of depth, and so on. In this way, an array can very quickly become a very complex data structure, known as a multi-dimensional or nested array. Consider the following example. Nested array, top or first level, the outermost array. Deep, an array with an array 2 levels of depth. Deeper, deeper. 2 arrays nested 3 levels deep. Deepest and deepest, 2 arrays nested 4 levels deep. And then deepestest, an array nested 5 levels deep. Right. While this example may seem convoluted, this level of complexity is not unheard of or even unusual when dealing with large amounts of data. It's an arrayception, right? Jesus. However, we could still very easily access the deepest levels of an array, this complex, with bracket notation. 2, 1, 0, 0, 0. Jeez, yeah, that's not complicated at all, huh? Easily access, right? I'm glad I'm not the only one. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, it's thingy. Why did I do it this way? Can I undo? Undo. I meant to do it this way. Just there. Cool. Done. There. Is that better? Ah, I missed the very. It's fine. Are you a hacker? Yeah, I just showed you my console, dude. Can you believe that? We just changed the page. What is going on? That's next level hacks. Like in their frame. Wait, you didn't even see it. I'm in their main frame. Just completely changed that page. Don't refresh it though, you know. You broke the page. Not like this. Did I break it? It's still working. You hacked the mainframe. I know. I'm so bad. And now that we know that where pieces of data is, not are. Oh, where that piece of data is, we can reset it if we need to. Yeah. That long. How do you even know where it is? 2, 1, 0, 0, 0. Great stuff. I'm sure there's some kind of function, right? Or you could just search for an element. Can't you do index of? Yes. You know how I'd solve this problem, right? Have each array, the first element, be kind of like a title or header or whatever. And then you just do index of that title, and then you'll immediately know where it is. The police are on their way. You need to Mean. Why aren't these arrays in an array? Oh, they are. we have defined a variable my_nested array. Set equal to an array. Okay, so a single array that has arrays inside of it, not that deep. Using any combination of strings, numbers, and booleans for data elements so that it has exactly 5 levels of depth. Remember, the outermost array is level 1. What do you mean 5 levels of depth? It's not an array in an array in an array in an array in an array. It's an array with a single array in it, right? As in, this is index 0, and this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Somewhere on the 3rd level, include the string deep. On the 4th level, include the string deeper, and on the 5th level, include the string deepest. Really? 0, 1, 2, 3. On what level now? Oh god, they're not using 0 base. They're thinking level as 1, 2, 3. So, what? Like this? Deep. Is that right? Did I do it right? What happened? How did I break it? Oh, I removed a thing. Is that correct? I don't think that's correct, is it? That's not what they want. I'm confused now. Oh, so that's the 1st level. That's the 2nd level. I got you. Deep. Right? Like that. I'm confused. Is that right now? There's an array with an array deeper. One more. I think. 1. Come on. 1, 2, 3. There. Deepest. That's correct, right? I hope so. Did it! Pepe! You don't need to create a separate array. You could use existing arrays. What? Oh, do you mean in one of them, like in Iterate? I could have just gone in there. Is that what you mean? In that array. That's what you meant, right? But either way, this still works. It's just cleaner and easier to read if it's like separate, just to visualize. So, okay. So this is confusing. You know it's 0 indexed? They call levels as the first one. So that's level 1, the initial one. That's level 2. This is also part of level 2. That's level 3. That's level 4. Oh, I see what you mean. I get what you meant now, by the way. I see what you meant. You were saying... You were like, do this. That's what you meant, right? Deep. And then here I would have had like deeper. And then I would have had deepest. Do I need commas after those? I need a comma there. Not 19 because it's the last one. So then theoretically I don't need that. Boom, boom, boom. Run the tests. Failed. Oh, too deep. I think it's gotta be like that. God damn it. No! Why am I doing that? What am I doing? Think it's like that? Your opening bracket is for... I'm so confused right now. It's confusing, right? The other way I did it was so much easier. I think that's what I need. And then close the final one. Like that. Indentation may help you. So I have one on 3. Oh, I see, it's on the exact same indentation, isn't it? If that's 3, then that's 4. Why is that not working? That's 3, this is 4, it's deeper. Why is it an error? Oh, deeper should be over here. No. Can we just move on? Yeah, let's go back to when it was pretty. Before I decided, because you told me you could do it this way. Don't give me ideas. Oh god, where's my... Wait, no man, what happened? Deep, deeper. There. I guess this is a good way to visualize it. Array with array, comma, array, array, array. Array, 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 array. Okay, I think I know where I went wrong. Cool, let's move on. Add key value pairs to JavaScript objects. At their most basic, objects are just collection of key value pairs, or in other words, pieces of data mapped to unique identifiers that we call properties or keys. Let's take a look at a very simple example. Let FCC username equal to username, awesome coder, followers, 572 points, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. The above code defines an object called FCC user that has 4 properties, each of which map to a specific value. If we wanted to know the number of followers FCC user has, we can access that property by writing. Remember where we with Christopher explained it to you? Explained what to me? Oh right, yes, yes. The key values. That's what you're talking about, yes. They're a bit delayed. Wow. This is called dot notation. Alternatively, we can access the property with brackets like so. Notice that with bracket notation we enclose followers in quotes. This is because the brackets actually allow us to pass a variable into to be evaluated as a property name. Keep this in mind for later. Oh, I already know about this, thanks, because of the way you wrote this. Had we passed followers in without quotes, JavaScript engine would have tended to evaluate it as a variable, and a reference error, followers is not defined, would have been thrown. Yep. Why would you use bracket notation sometimes? Why you would? Oh yeah, I know about bracket notation and to be able to pass it in as a variable, because you can't go dot variable, because then it will look for dot variable. It will literally look for that. Use the same syntax. Using the same syntax, we can also add new key values to objects. We created a foods object with 3 entries. Add 3 more entries: bananas with the value of 13, grapes with the value of 35, and strawberries with the value of 27. Change code below this line. So I should be able to literally go foods dot bananas 13 oh, you can't do dot, you have to go like that. Then I just created bananas. Foods dot grapes equal to 35, foods dot strawberries equal to 27. And I'm just laughing about how late they're telling you this in the curriculum, right? It's just like, what? What sucks is that we can't see the object because of this console. It sucks. If Christopher was here, he would have something to say. There it is. Apples 25, grapes 35, strawberries 27. You know something interesting that no one has taught me? I just realized this now for myself. It alphabetizes the object, the items in it. Did you know that? Because look, when we console.log the object, it's all in alphabetical order. It does that automatically. Isn't that cool? Because we obviously called this at different stages. So it put it in the correct order. Well, I say correct order. Whereas arrays won't care. They will just put it in whatever, order came first. I think your browser does it. Oh, really? That sucks. Then how do you know? It doesn't really matter, does it? Because you use a key value pair. Okay. Cool. Nailed it. Modify an object nested within an object. Objectception. Now let's take a look at a slightly more complex object. Hey guys, welcome to my ASMR channel. I've got something exciting for you today. This is a surprise ASMR session. I know we were doing a bit of coding, but thought we could do something a little bit different. Would you like that? Yeah, that's just me tapping wake up, we gotta do some coding now! And we're back. RIP headphone users, right? I always wanted to do that. Imagine just do anti-ASMR. Get people in. Oh, blow on the mic, go. Oh god. So we're back. Nested. Gotta keep yourself entertained somewhere, am I right? I think I lost all my viewers. That was amazing. Worth it. I'm going to report you for harmful conduct. Nested Objects has 3 unique keys. ID, whose value is a number, date, whose value is a string, and data, whose value is an object, which has yet another object nested within it. It does? Oh, online status. While structures can quickly become complex, we can still use the same notations to access the information we need. You know, this is so much nicer looking at this versus arrays. Here we've I guess that's why they made objects, right? Versus arrays. Where would you ever use an array? Like, I get it for like indexing and numbers, but yeah. Here we've defined an object, useActivity, which includes another object nested within it. You can modify properties on this nested object in the same way you modified properties in the last challenge. Set the value of the online key to 45. So userActivity dot online dot data dot online equal to 45. That should be all. Yeah. Access property names with bracket notation. In the first object challenge, we mentioned the use of bracket notation as a way to access property values using the evaluation of a variable. For instance, imagine that our foods object is being used in a program for a supermarket cash register. We have some function that sets the selected food, and we want to check our foods object for the presence of that food. This might look like this. Selected food, get current food, scanned item, and then inventory food, selected item. This code will evaluate, selected food. Inventory is food, selected food. Selected food is get current food, scanned item. Inventory is foods, selected food. Oh, is that what we currently have in our inventory? This code will evaluate the value stored in the selected food variable and return the value of that key in the foods object. Okay, I get you. Undefined if it is not present. Bracket notation is very useful because sometimes object properties are not known before runtime, or we need to access them in a more dynamic way, which is what Virani has said before. While ago, we've defined the function checkInventory, which receives a scanned item as an argument. Return the current value of the scanned item key in the foods object. You can assume that only valid keys will be provided as an argument to checkInventory. Thank you. So, return foods dot. Oh, you want bracket notation. Oh, because we're using a variable, we can't use dot notation. And that should be it. Yes, I'm doing way better with objects than arrays, huh? Objects just make a bit more sense. Use the delete keyword to remove object properties. Now you know what objects are and their basic features and advantages. In short, they are key value stores, which provide a flexible, intuitive way to structure data, and they provide very fast lookup time. Throughout the rest of these challenges, we will describe several common operations you can perform on objects so you can become comfortable applying these useful data structures in your programs. In earlier challenges, we have both added to and modified an object's key value pairs. Here we will see how we can remove a key value pair from an object. Let's revisit our foods object example one last time. If we wanted to remove the apples key, poor apples, we can remove it by using the delete keyword like this. Delete foods.apples. Use the delete keyword to remove oranges, plums, and strawberry keys from the foods object. Okay. I'm just sitting here now. I know I could do it in another way, but I want to be fancy and do a function and put to use what I've learned. Assuming we're going to pass it in an array. You know what's better? That should still work, right? I just want to test something. Because we use spread, now that I've learnt about spread. You want me to remove oranges, plums, and strawberries. Console.log foods. I don't think we need that for loop, do we? Do we? Spread operator. Can we not use it in that way? Oh, you should treat it as an array. I'm pretty sure. What is passed in? I think you still need I. Let's check. Doesn't change. Ah. Foods. That would have helped. Apples, bananas, grapes. There's no oranges, plums, or strawberries. Perfect. But when I logged foods, how did I remove it before? It removed it alright, but this console.log should have listed all the stuff. Can I get item.length? 3. Sounds right. Cool. Virani, you still there?
Don't tell me it's because of that. I love the ability of spread. It's so cool. I'm gonna just make a list there. Do I have a... Does this work? It works. At least it works, but my issue is why we're not getting... How is it removing it before we even see it? We log it. Is this some mystery? Is this free code camp issues? Virani! Go to CodePen. I must know. Do you have any idea? Okay, it's a free code camp issue. Check here. Free code camp, right? I log the foods, and it's supposed to show me all these foods, but it doesn't. It shows me only the foods that I removed. So I made a function using the spread operator. I could have done this like inline, very simple, like literally delete oranges from food. Delete foods.oranges, foods.blah. I could have done it that way, but I wanted to use what I've learned, and I created a little function that uses the spread operator for item. So then I literally treat it as an array, because it is, and then I go delete object, which you pass in as a argument, and then item I. So now I go remove foods, and then for each one, oranges, plums, strawberries. But now when I console.log, before I even remove, it doesn't show me this. It shows me the values as if I removed them, only on free code camp. I thought I did something wrong, but then I checked on CodePen. There it is before I remove the stuff. And then there it is after I remove it. So it's just free code camp being free code camp, I guess. Because then... Boom! Working. Exciting stuff, huh? Check if an object has a property. We've done this already! Now we can add, modify, and remove keys from objects, but what if we just wanted to know if an object has a specific property? JavaScript provides us with two different ways to do this. One uses hasOwnProperty method, and the other uses the in keyword. Okay, I don't know the in. If we have an object users with a property of Allan, we could check for its presence in either of the following ways. Users.hasOwnProperty Allan, or Allan in users. This is almost like SQL syntax, isn't it? It's like select X in where. Seems you're looking at old console. Hey, it's Christopher S! How's it going? Good of you to drop by. Do anything exciting for Easter so far? I know it's not really a holiday some people celebrate. It's more like a religious holiday, but at least most people get the days off. It's been like a public holiday here since Friday. Monday will also be a public holiday. So what do you want us to do? We've created an object users with some of its users in it, and a function is everyone here, which we pass the users object to as an argument. Finish writing this function so that it returns true only if the users object contains all 4 names: Allan, Jeff, Sarah, and Ryan as keys, and false otherwise. Is everyone here? Darn it. I know we're gonna use users.hasOwnProperty. You want 4 of them. You went for lunch with family and stuff? Okay, that's awesome. Do you have something exciting? What do you guys have for lunch? Let's write it in a hideous way. No, let's create a function. It's gonna pass in users. Oh, so we already get an object. So we just need to pass in object. Do I need a for loop again? Ah, that's the object. It's not passing on. It's this is something completely different. I'm getting confused now. Holy shit, the new episode of Epic Rip. No ways! ERB is back? Do you know how long I've waited? So when was the last time? Like 20... Can't remember. A long time. 2 years? Finally! Man, it's been way too long. That's exciting. I'm definitely gonna have to look at that after the stream. Christopher, you had schnitzel? I love schnitzel. Put a little bit of lemon on there. They are back and independent. Yes! So let's look at our function, because we can't modify the function. It's going to give us an object. The object is users. So we're going to get the object, so we need to check for Allan, Jeff, Sarah, and Ryan. So I guess we can make an array. Can't do users. Names, I guess. So you want us to have Allan, Jeff. Let's do it alphabetical. Ryan and Sarah, because S comes after R. Cool, so that's our users. And now we're gonna need a for. There's my for up there. So for I less than names dot length I plus plus, and then Wait, that's not who you want us to have. You want Allan, Jeff, Sarah, Ryan. Allan, Jeff, Sarah, and Ryan. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe we can do an if inside. I know it's gonna look gross, but I'm trying to think. I'll see if I can refactor it afterwards. But if what do you do there? I want to do nothing. I'm going to do an else. Return false. And what do you want me to do? Finish writing this function so that it returns true only if the user's object contains all 4 names. Return true. Or we can do if not. Return false. Without the need for anything else. So we're going to loop through, and if it comes across something that doesn't have a property in users, we're going to return false. But if this somehow passes and it doesn't get triggered, we're going to return true. The fuck are you complaining about? Unexpected token. Where? Oh. Oh, hold on. I forgot to close my for loop. There you go. Run the tests. Hey! Look at that! I did it fancy way. I don't know if there's a better way of doing it, but I think that's kind of cool, right? Let the names be the names. And if not, user has own property names I. So if it comes across something, we're going to return false immediately because that was the requirement. But if it returns true for each one, meaning none of it is false, it's not going to return, it's going to return true. Cool. Iterate through the keys of an object with a for in statement. What's the for dot 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 in? I guess we're going to find out now. Sometimes you may need to iterate through all the keys within an object. This requires a specific syntax in JavaScript called a for dot 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 in statement for our user's object. So instead of doing arrays like I was doing, you just do it like this. For let user in users. Let user in users. But where? In our example, we don't have user. That's Allan. Allan Jeff. Where's user? Let user. Oh, users are variable. We just created a variable called user in users. So it's going to be the topmost one. Okay, that makes sense. In the statement, we defined a variable user, and as you can see, this variable was reset during each iteration to each of the object's keys as the statement looped through the object, resulting in each user's name being printed to the console. Objects do not maintain an ordering to stored keys like arrays do. Thus, a key position on an object, or the relative order in which it appears, is irrelevant when referencing or accessing that key. We defined a function, countOnLine. Use a for-in statement within this function to loop through the users in the user's object and return the number of users whose online property is set to true. Okay, so it's for let online, I guess. Let online users, maybe? In users, I guess, dot online. Would that be a thing? And then what do you want me to do? And return the number of users. Number of users. Why do you want me to return the number of users? Do you want me to do something like this? Let I equal to users online equal to 0. Users online plus plus. Is that what you want? And then return users online. Ah, I get it. Hope you get it soon as well. Why aren't you logging? No, that stays online. Wait, we can't go online. What are we iterating? There we go. Allan, Jeff, Sarah, Ryan. So we got the 4. That's the object. Dot online. Getting somewhere. What am I actually getting? Online user dot online. What does that give me? Why am I not getting the property? Oh, that's the entire object. Yeah, online user It's for each one. So why am I not able to go? I could do age. That gives me nothing. If I do online. Why can't I do users.online? I mean users.Allan false. And his age. So what am I doing wrong? The users, that's users. We need the actual user. Oh. Why is that not working? That should work. How about the age? You're not going to give me anything, are you? But online user, what if I do console.log object? That gives me the objects. Online user gives me Allan, Jeff, Sarah. Why can't I do .age for each one? What am I missing? Object.onlineuser.age. What if I just got object.age? Not even that. Oh yeah, because it's the object. What if I got object.allan.age? Not in... That's weird. So that doesn't work? Oh wait, there it worked. So if I specify Allan directly, it works. Oh. It's a freaking variable. God damn it. How many times am I gonna get tripped up by this? Man. I'm always gonna be tripped up by variables. Hey, we got someone from YouTube. That's a first. How's it going? Could you read out his name, Virani? I've never been good with... I'm good with... like Cyrillic, I'm bad with. But I'm good with... what's the other one I'm trying to think now? Can't you see in the chat? You should be able to see the other guy from YouTube. It's in Cyrillic. Oh, you missed it? Let me see if I can pronounce it. I think it's Anton Arimov, I think. Hear this. That is Anton, right? Anton Arimov. That's a person from YouTube. Yeah. I'm okay in like the English typed Russian, not the Cyrillic Russian. Oh, Arimov. До свидания, Arimov. Oh god, there's more Russian. That is... Now he's really testing me. Русский я знаете, a little bit. Немного, if that makes sense. We don't see the YouTube chat. Oh yeah, you guys don't see it. I do. Sorry, forgot about that. It's a stupid thing that they haven't fixed. It's a good thing there's not a lot of people. But if I wanted to be honest, yeah. Mój ruski ужасен. If I'm being honest, you know. But at least we figured this now. So users online is 0. For let online user in object. If object online user dot online users online plus plus, right? And there you go. Problem решить. Nice and simple. Why can't I go online user dot online? That doesn't work. You have to use the for like that. So that's... yeah. Oh, we have even more Russians here. Virani, why have you brought the Russians? There's now another Russian who is saying hello to Anton. Oh, that's you! Never mind. That is you! That's hilarious! Try reading my name. That's a D. Oh, you're right! Dimitri. That W was an S, right? R-I-N. Shamshurin? Shamshurin? Sorry, it's hard reading Cyrillic. I'm not used to it. Because in the Balkans, except for Serbian, like in Croatian, you don't have Cyrillic, so it's all, what was it called? I can't remember exactly what it's called. We refer to it almost like the English alphabet with the extra. It's not Latin. The character case. Or is it? Yeah, parts of it are like Latin character set, right? Like my surname has the ch, the ch, or the c with the kapi. That's perfect, honestly. Really? You're just joking with me now? Spasibo. Shamshurin. So I did it. Yay! I think we chased off the other Russian. He's gone. I think he didn't like the way that I pronounced. Yikes. Anyway, let's continue on with this. We did this. It works. We can go. My Russian will improve with time. We only have 2 more. Let's do it. And let's get this done and then we're done for the evening. I'm excited for that. I didn't realize we're that far. So generates an array of all object keys with object.keys. Oh, that's cool. We can also generate an array which contains all the keys stored in an object using object.keys method and passing in an object as the argument. This will return an array with strings representing each property in the object. Again, there will be no specific order to the entries in the array. Finish writing the getArray of users function so that it returns an array containing all the properties in the object it receives as an argument. So I guess we need the for again. Let keys in object. Oh no, it's not that. I'm overthinking it, right? It's just literally object.keys. They gave it to us. Why is it not logging out anything? .keys is a method. Why are you actually doing it? But again, FCC's thing is like crap. Nope, here we go. Oh, look at the console. Oh, it's freaking out. Yeah, I love this console. Ah. This is why I don't use this console. Christopher is always like, use the console. I would love to, if it didn't do this. Object.keys, literally. It is a method on object. Oh, I get tripped up. Same as document. Object.keys, that's what you mean. And put your key in there. Not giving me anything here. Clear it. Christopher is like, clear it. Console.clear, right? Console.clear. Has it stopped its madness? Clear. Trash icon. Where's the trash icon? There it is. That worked. Cool. Is it done now? Undefined. Dui matir undefined. Object. Dot keys. Object. What is wrong with you? Return! Sorry, it gets near the end when we become Peppiger and the brain turns to mush. All it returned was Allan, Jeff, Sarah, Ryan. I thought generate an... Oh. Is there an array? Is there more in here? I expected to see more. Peppiger streamer. That's me. Okay, so there's the array, but where's the stuff in it? I thought it would be Allan and then age and online would be under it. No? Is that not how it works? What if I wanted only keys? Oh, this is... Yeah, but that's a key too. Age is a key. Yeah, but what about nested? How do I get the nested one too? What if I want to turn this into an array? That's a bit confusing. This would be a subarray of this array. We agree, right? That's a key for object Allan. Oh, so if I went users.Allan, we okay. No, but that still doesn't give me what I want. I want Allan as the main one, and then age and online as subarrays. That doesn't give me what I want. Not I mean? You need to do more complex stuff, so it's not that simple. You would have thought. I would have thought if you say object.keys, it will give you literally the object with every single key and subkey in it. That's so silly. Then again, I guess if you just, yeah, whatever. You think it would be horrible? I mean, or at least have it as a different method. So get all keys, so object.allKeys or something like that. You know what I mean? Just if you wanted to make a complete copy of it. But anyway, that's not the point. We did what we needed to do. I gotta remember. Modify an array stored in an object. Modify an array. Ooh, you can have... Okay. Yeah, you can have arrays. How do you do that? Now you've seen all the basic operations for JavaScript objects. You can add, modify, and remove key value pairs, check if keys exist, and iterate over all the keys in an object. As you continue learning JavaScript, you will see even more versatile applications of objects. Haha, I have already seen that, my friend. Additionally, the optional advanced data structures lessons later in the curriculum. Oh, you mean the one in ES6 where you taught us about all that without even understanding what an array or an object really is? Yes, that one. Cover the ES6 map and set objects, both of which are similar to ordinary objects but provide some additional features. Now that you've learned the basics of arrays and objects, you're fully prepared to begin tackling more complex problems using JavaScript. Thank you! Appreciate it. Wish you did this first. Take a look at the object we've provided in the code editor. The user object contains 3 keys. The data key contains 5 keys, one of which contains an array of friends. From this you can see how flexible objects are as a data structure. We've started writing a function addFriend. Finish writing it so that it takes a user object and adds the name of the friend argument to the array stored in user.data.friends and returns that array. Okay. So, firstly, user object is user. So we're going to go user object dot, no, not going to get caught up. Friend. So dot, no, it's dot data dot friends. Can I go dot push friend? I wish it would give me an error in here. So what are we passing? User object, so that's user, cool, dot data, that exists, dot friends, that exists, dot push. Okay, before we do that, can I see what happens if I console.log? We get Sam, Kira, Toma. Okay, so we're not getting the array. Oh, hold on, there's something, we did this before. It's not an array, I'm thinking of this differently. I can literally add to it. I think it's literally friend. I think. No, won't that work? We got the list of it, why can't I add? We can't obviously push because it's not an actual array. Is it because I have to do it like this? What does that do? Pete. It says Pete.
But then why is this not like... user.data.friends? Oh, we just replaced it with Pete. And if you go plus ikuru, I don't think it works that way. Don't think it works that way. Tomo Pete. Sounds cool, right? You need to use a method. There was a method? Let me just look up. What method was there? It was an object method. So close. What method was there? What do you mean by method, Virani? Yeah, that's what I used. Oh, you know what it could have happened? It could have been because I didn't have the brackets, square brackets. There you go. I did use push initially, but without the brackets. But this thing is silly. It's not like logging. Add friend user. But if I do a return, right? Is it also going to do this? That's one thing I never understood. If you call this function, it's going to do this, right? It's going to add the friend. But if I return, will it also do this and return the output, if any, or not? So it will. So it's returning 4. It's returning the length. Why is it returning 4? Like the length of friends? In what way would that be useful? Generally you want a return value, but you don't need one. Is there any reason why it's not logging? Because it has no return value. Yeah, okay, fine. We should be good then. Nope. Oh, it should return. Oh, I missed the part. And it returns that array. Okay. Then we need to return friend. User object dot data dot friends. There. The fuck? Return user object dot data dot friends. Should return Sam, Kira, Tomo, Pete. I swear. What the hell happened? Why is Sean in... What? Where did Sean come from? What? What? Where's Sean? Who the hell is Sean? Did you see that? Who's Sean? I'm gonna clear this. Maybe it is a bug. Sam, Kira, Tomo. Oh, it's an array in an array. So I was right the first time. The whole time I was right. I was right the whole time. Damn. There. Boom. Done. We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We did it. We have successfully completed the basic data structures. Very nice. Hey, wanna have a look at my small app? Sure. Do it. Let me see it. Thanks, Zombie-Law. Really appreciate it. I'm excited for the next bits, and then we're really near it. I think that was a halfway mark officially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the Matrix. Love it. So good to have you here, Zombie-Law. I trust you not to send anything like Dodge to me. Keep track of your favorite TV shows. Hey, popular or trending? I don't care what people think are trending. Let's go with popular. Ooh, yes, Game of Thrones. We like that. You probably use like a scrapper or an API or something, right? I can't imagine you would have like gone and actually added 3,341 items. What are you scrapping? TVDB? Because I think IMDb used to use OMDB's API. The task was to use the API. That's really cool. I like it. So how do I track something? What did the website say? Keep track of your favorite TV shows. Oh, so it basically just shows information. There's nothing to track. One for shows and one for images. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So you got like the genres. I've actually worked with that before. For there's a app called FileBot, and you have to kind of know how the API works to like get genres. So you go imdb.genres, and then you can choose how many you want and stuff like that. Try filtering. Okay. Action. Year 2005. Search. What if I go less than 2005? Does that work? Please enter a number. But what if I want it to be less than 2005? I don't want it exactly 2005. Boo! What about 2005 to 2006? That is a number. This is frustrating me. What about 0? No less than 1900. Okay, 1900 it is. Why are there no TV shows in the 1900? Try switching to trending. This is cool. I like this. Trending. Nice. The requirements was to use 1 year. Okay, fair enough. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Heard of that? Title. The. Oh, description. Wait, what? Title or description? Which one is it? I put in the. History. I think it's searching in the description for that. Because there is history in here. And I bet there's history there. And it's probably history somewhere here. It searches by title and description. Okay. So if I want Germans, gonna watch me some Lucifer. And Dark. Dark? Hey, that sounds cool. Doesn't it sound like... Ooh, like that other thing. They're on the bicycles. One of them's named 11. I can't remember what the name is. This is really cool. I like it. No image available. Why? Kitchen Impossible. Germany's next top model. What, you have that? That's crazy. Nicely done, dude. I also love the way your hair just flows. It's pretty cool. Cool sweater, by the way, too. No, but really well done. That's some awesome work. Yeah, so we're done here. We finally completed that section. That means tomorrow we can get into the introductions and basics of algorithm scripting. Stranger Things, that's a series, yes. That is the one. That's the one I was referring to. But yeah, I'm gonna end things off for now. It's kinda late on a weekend and I want to go and relax a little bit, have some fun. I haven't really been able to. I've been doing a lot of studying and a lot of reading. So I'm gonna get some me time in, and I hope you guys do as well. Have some fun, enjoy yourselves. It is the weekend. I really appreciate all the support as always. And again, the new people, it's amazing. We had the Russian from YouTube, Anton, I think it was, and then we also had Zombie Lol, who's someone that I haven't seen around before. And they joined the family today, so it's amazing. It almost feels like we have at least one new person every time I stream. That's exciting. So that at the end of 100 days, I should have, like, what, 100 people in the family? How many do we have right now? 22. That's really awesome. So yeah, thanks to all of you and your support. It really means a lot to me. And I will see you guys tomorrow, or at least an hour. It's a steady grow. Yeah, not exponential. Maybe I'll get 1 million in 100, huh? That'd have to be crazy. But yeah, thanks once again. And Varani, thanks for all the tips and the stuff on turning objects into booleans for comparison. That was really cool. I'm gonna go check that up. The double exclamations. And yeah, I'm gonna go stalk Christopherus now. See what he's gotten up to with his D3 stuff. That's crazy. I'm scared. That's coming like soon. The visual stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be off and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.